Tip City. It's the NBA on 2K DA.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the Clippers starting five. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the two-guard position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Cantor in at the center position. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Chalk up two there.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Cantor finds McCollum. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Outside, George. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson has the open look, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Nice play. Usually Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for two.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. A nice shot by George.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Here's Lillard. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for... Oh!
Yes!
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Kennard. Ball's knocked loose. Taken away by Anthony. There's 1:47 left to play here in the first. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Pass to Leonard. Over Jones. And the Clippers miss again. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a three-point game. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Rondo drives in. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. The shot off that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Rondo with the steal. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count that bucket.
Two of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Anthony against Batum. Powell for three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard looking around. Clock at 6. The shot misses. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers. They lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Anthony in at the small forward.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Portland leading by 5. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And the pass to Batum. To the wing on the left. Here's Beverly. That one doesn't drop. And it's Portland the other way. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. They grab their own miss.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
McCollum against Kennard. To the paint. Here's Beverly. And the rebound by Nurkic.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Covington finds Nurkic. Lillard outside. Covington wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple. Covington's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Pass to Oturu. Shot to stop the run. Nurkic with the block. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. Outside Covington. Feeds it to Nurkic. Oturu with the rebound. Clippers trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Pass to Cousins. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one's on Anthony.
That's the move DeMarcus is capable of executing, using his strength to power through the contact.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Cantor inside. Cousins is there. The shot's good from Cantor.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
George against Powell. Cousins, the pass to Morris. Off target with his three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Jones sends it home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here is George. In the corner, it's Morris. And George with the stuff.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
36 seconds left here in the second. Here's Nurkic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Nurkic has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
The shot by George, no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
From deep. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up. That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Clippers trail by 13. Outside, George. George double teamed. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Portland leading by 11. Lillard scanning the floor. He feeds it to Kanter. It's hauled in by Zubac. Inside. And George with the stuff.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Lillard outside. Oh, Covington in position. That one no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
They get the rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCollum's got 6 points.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's George. The shot, no good. Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Powell. Cantor inside. He's covered by Leonard. Cantor's shot is off. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And George kicks to Zubats. Leonard with no one around. And George able to finish. 8 points for him.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Lillard outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Jackson kicks to Zubats. Outside Leonard. Outside Jackson. Back to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Now Powell. He has 6. Passes it to Lillard. For 3. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. McCollum, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Nobody near George. And he's good on the 3 ball. George has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Zubats the pass to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Pushing the action, always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Lillard outside. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morris inside. Covington's there. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
The defensive awareness, the time. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. The feed to Nurkic. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Nurkic has got 8 points.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots off the mark. And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Clippers with the ball. They trail by 9 points. They've got Derek Jones. Anthony is out there with Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Batum attacking. He kicks it to Beverly. Just 4 to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Beverly's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. And here's McCollum. And there's the pass to Simons. Anthony It's good on the putback.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Beverly. Up and in on the layup. Beverly's got 4 this quarter.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
Here's Simons. Pass to McCollum. Out to the right wing. Nurkic against Zubac. And a wide open look for McCollum from outside off the mark.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Beverly missing. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 13 points was the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And it's Powell in for Jones. From deep, George. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree. Cantor kicks to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard outside. Down low, Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Will it go? Not going to go that time. And it's Portland the other way. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Jackson against Cantor. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard the pass to Cantor. Here's McCollum. And he gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And a deep three from Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers. And it's Leonard top of the key. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Outside for George. And here's Morris for three. Count it.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And nothing.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. You've got Luka Doncic, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Giles, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And it's Giles missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Hardaway from outside. That shot off the mark. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to McCollum. All sorts of time. And the jumper is on the mark. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And Doncic gets it to go.
It doesn't seem to matter where Luka Doncic is on the floor. His shooting ability is impressive.
Lillard outside. A rebound by Marjanovic.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Bucket is good.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Doncic against Lillard. McCollum outside. Now Powell to halt the run. Bangs home the trifecta. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And McCollum now atop the key. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Passes it to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. And Kanter pulls it down.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the 3. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. Yep, that one goes. He's got 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Porzingis finds Richardson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Over in the corner, Lillard. They get it again.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Doncic outside. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers. Oh! That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that thing.
Nice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And Redick kicks to Brunson. The shot missing. Anthony with the defensive effort. Trailblazers leading by 3. The pass to Nurkic. Powell with the steal. And he banks in the layup.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Anthony no one around. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Tipped away. Shot from 12. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here's Simons. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Redick dishes to Burke. Pass to Cauley Stein. 6 to shoot. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Burke looking over the floor. Redick for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Burke, the pass to Cauley Stein. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Good on the bucket. Burke's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum passes to Simons. Makes it off the glass. Simons has got 5 points in the quarter.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Floats it up there for Nurkic. And stolen by Burke. Fast break Dallas. And the wide open shot from Redick. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14.
Screen coming.
Just 5 to shoot for the 3. Here's Powell. Kicks to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
It's McCollum with the drive. Here's Nurkic. Out to Anthony. And here's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Burke. And the shot is good. Burke's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And the 3 off target. Redick for 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what happened defensively that slowed them down in the first half?
Well, we're active. They're missing a few shots.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Hardaway. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Goes up. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Back to Marjanovic. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. That one falls. Porzingis has got 6.
You know, when Porzingis is coming off as the cutter in a pick and roll, his desire is to score and finish the play.
McCollum from deep three-point land. Can't connect from long distance. Mavericks leading by 4. Out to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for the Mavericks. The 3 for Doncic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's deflected. It's McCollum on the wing. Richardson covering. McCollum kicks to Giles. Here's Doncic. No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Now here's Lillard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the inside, and Cantor throws it down.
And this is why Cantor is a fantastic pick-and-roll option. He's big as a screener and a superb roller.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Doncic looking it over. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Porzingis. It's good. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Lillard against Brunson. And it's Lillard missing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Giles. Anthony comes in for Enes Kanter. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Marjanovic. Passes to Brunson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot. Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Finney-Smith kicks to Brunson. It's stolen by Anthony.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Up top, Doncic. And he lays it straight in. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And for Portland, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Hardaway. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Powell, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. This one for 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And Redick kicks to Powell. Here's the pass to Finney-Smith. Now Brunson, covered by Lillard. Powell trying to free himself up. Brunson, no good. Portland trailing here. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. The Mavericks also with a sub. Doncic is checked in to tie it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Cauley-Stein in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Dallas shooting at 51%. Really solid. Doncic kicks to Redick. Lillard against Doncic. That shot misses. Great D that time from Nurkic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
14 feet away, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
It's Anthony with the drive, and that one drops for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Doncic against Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. Over Anthony. That's short off the rim. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Giles checked in for the Trailblazers. Cantor comes in for Carmelo Anthony. The Mavericks also with a sub. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Luka Doncic with the delivery.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Lillard attacking. Here's Giles. Nice D from Porzingis. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
I mean, the potential of Kristaps Porzingis to me could be terrifying as an opponent. This guy is an incredible big man with the ability to dominate both ends. I cannot wait to see what's next.
Lillard from outside. Here's Cantor. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Here's Lillard. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter, and that one drops. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic against Lillard. The drive by Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Lillard fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Doncic with it. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. On the wing, Hardaway. The three-pointer, no good. And here are the Trailblazers now. 4-point game. The putback, good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Here's Doncic. Richardson outside. Now Doncic beyond the arc. Offline. So a close game sees Dallas take. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Covington. McCollum against Rivers. And the basket by McCollum. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to McCollum. Porter with the steal. Jokic with it. Kanter covering. Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Lillard surveying the D. To the middle. Here's Kanter. And Kanter. Throws it down.
Embracing physical contact on the way up. Kanter seems to enjoy scoring right on the defense.
Right side, Gordon. Now the pass to Jokic. Rivers dishes to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rivers kicks to Gordon. That one a little long. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Love the game of McCollum. Not just great at dribbling the ball, but terrific at pulling up on the defense.
Passes it to Jokic. Powell against Porter. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
Lillard outside. He feeds it to Kanter. Jokic with it. Now defended by McCollum. Jumps up. And that one's good. Jokic.
And this is what size and skill will do for you. Jokic refused to let the contact stop him.
Lillard fires away from way outside. That shot off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Rivers against Lillard. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Jokic with the steal. Floats it up for Millsap. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Looking tenacious on these takes. Got to respect Rivers' fearlessness going strong like this.
In the corner, Powell with it. And a missed layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Jokic, and Jones sends it back. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession for the Nuggets. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Cole comes in for Gordon. And Monte Morris subbed in for Rivers. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way establishing the attitude you want. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Millsap looking it over to the wing. Here's Harrison. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Simons, covered by Morris. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Denver in the lead. Feeds it to Bull. It's stolen by Jones. Poked away. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Here's Simons, and he could not get that one to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both good from the line that time. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. The feed to McGee. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Here's Simons. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
selfless. I mean, you need to put your
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Porter, Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green, and it's Harrison in at the 2 guard. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Millsap passes to Morris. To the inside. Here's Bol. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony. So many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Harrison passes to McGee. Count that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now Lillard. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Cantor. McGee with the block.
And when we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, well, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for Robert Covington. To the paint, here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Porter with the steal, and here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Here's Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up, and it's Gordon missing. Portland trailing here. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. And no good that time. Nice D from Porter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Campazzo. And another miss by Denver.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
You better respect the interior game a little. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
Portland, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Both free throws good from Lillard.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one every time.
Porter looking it over. Right side, Gordon. Rivers passes to Gordon. Rivers kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Cantor. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Lillard with it. Picked up by Rivers. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And stolen by Gordon. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Jokic. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard attacking. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Cantor. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here's Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Kicks it to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Nurkic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Inside. With 1 on the clock and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Tries to save it. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way for... And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and he gets the jumper to drop. Porter's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Cantor dishes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Pass to Rivers. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard.
Get there.
He kicks to Cantor. Over Jokic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Rivers. The pass to Gordon. He's looking for Rivers and finds him. Pass to Jokic. From deep three-point range, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jokic has got 9.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Three-pointer. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. They get a hand on it and stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And then Lillard slams it in.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
Campazzo, sweet move, and he sinks the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Cantor trying to free himself up. McCollum no good. The Nuggets leading by 9. Covington with the steal. Lillard with no one around. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
It's Rivers on the wing. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Lillard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Down low. Jokic kicks to Rivers. Takes a 3. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 5. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got his first basket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Denver calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Nuggets leading by 3. Morris outside to the left side wing. Millsap has the open look. The Nuggets with another miss.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
And finished off by Nurkic.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Well, I mean, anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, and especially at the offensive end.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Harrison. No good again that time. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. For the lead, the putback. Denver grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Dishes at the bowl. The rebound by Giles. And here are the Blazers. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. It's stolen by Morris. A solo fast break. Here's Bull. Finished off the break. Bull's got 5.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Here's Simons. And stolen by Bull. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Nuggets lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. We've got Paul Millsap, Harrison out there with Michael Porter. Then it's JaMychal Green, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. Over in the corner, Green. Outside, Gordon. He feeds it to Millsap. Back to Gordon. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Harrison. Millsap in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. On the wing, Porter. Back to Millsap. Clock at 6. Nurkic with the block.
a defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Harrison passes to Green. His three-pointers off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Green left side. To the inside. Millsap misses. Blazers on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Porter finds Jokic. It's Rivers on the wing. And another miss by Denver.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Pass to Jokic from the arc. Denver the rebound. On the wing, Gordon. There's the pass to Porter. To the wing right side. Rivers in the corner. Outside Gordon. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple. Portland leading by 7. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. McCollum against Rivers. McCollum kicks to Lillard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Gordon with no one around. Misses and the dry spell continues. Trailblazers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th. Going 6 for 7. Lillard the pass to McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Lobs it up for Kanter. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And look at Kanter rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley.
Gordon the pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And that one's good by Porter.
And you already see the great range, a calling card of Porter's. Even back in high school, shot 47% as a senior.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Porter with a block.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely. But we've seen crazy things happen.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Here is Lillard. And yes, it's good.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
Passes it to Rivers. On the wing, Gordon. Porter in the corner. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to McCollum. Pass to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Rivers against McCollum. Gordon for 3. Powell pulls it in. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 5 seconds left to play here in the 4th. From deep. And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clearance. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, we've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2 spot. Now, here is George. Zubac the pass to George, and George with the stuff.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Zubac.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Here's Jackson. Puts it up off the inbound. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
The offensive rebound.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
0 for 3 now in the early going, just a little bit out of sync.
And it's sent back by Lillard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Lillard looking around. Takes the 3. Connects from three-point range.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Outside, George. Leonard attacking. Pass to Zubac. Nurkic with the block. And he recovers it. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Stolen by McCollum. Leonard with the steal. Inside, Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Lillard outside.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And that one's good, George.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Powell. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard against Powell. Outside, George. The pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Lillard with it. That shot missing, so Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one. They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Yep, it counts.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now, here is George. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. No good on that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the right side. Lillard finds Nurkic. Lillard against George. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
Here's Simons. That one's not going to go. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Here's Cousins. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Trailblazers trail by 15. Kicks it out to McCollum. And another three for Portland. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Cousins trying to free himself up. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. Down by 12. McCollum no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Batum. And Jones sends it back. It's McCollum with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 5 now.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him. And Cousins kicks to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kanter, and Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Beverly against Anthony, and that one's good. Beverly. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Jones.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Okuru. That shot is off. Anthony with the defensive effort. Taken away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Batum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Damian Lillard. Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so we wrap up the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was all about the Clippers as the game got going. And for the Clippers, the wink. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they funnel people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 6.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. It's good from long range.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Lillard outside. Feeds to Nurkic. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And so here's Portland. Covington passes to Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Los Angeles leading by 8. George looking around. Beyond the arc. Morris passes to Zubats. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 8. That's a 2 from Powell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Powell's got his first points of the game. George passes to Jackson. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic with the block. And he gets it back. And that one is good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Lillard way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 7.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard outside. Clippers leading by 7. George passes to Morris. Outside for George. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Powell. Outside Covington. Lillard against George. Lillard with the bucket.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
George against McCollum. That one goes in. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Lillard against George. Nurkic drops in the layup for 2.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And a deep 3 from George. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Pulls it up. And it falls over the rim and in. McCollum's got 7 points.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's Jackson. Portland grabs the miss. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
For Los Angeles, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Outside, George. Zubats trying to break loose. And that one's good. George. 12 points for him.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Three-pointer, Lillard buries it from 3-point range. It's all knotted up.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
The deep 3 from George. But they'll get another chance. From deep, Jackson from long range. And that one released in time, but no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. Lillard way outside. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Shoots it up. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And here is Los Angeles now. A 2-point game. Over in the corner, Beverly. Back to Kennard. Pass to Oturu. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Portland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Beverly against Lillard. Anthony trying to get open. Lillard misses.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Here's Cousins. Good. Nice job down low. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
If you thought that was an easy score for DeMarcus, you're right. He has endless moves to work with in the painted area.
Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Beverly finds Kennard. Here's Batum. A beautiful reverse layup.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Zubac.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And it's McCollum in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. Here's Mann. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's good.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
1:49 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Passes it to Kennard. And the shot goes in.
A fantastic competitor. The bigger the moment, the more Kennard wants the ball.
And so they foul intentionally. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And it's Powell in for Derek Jones. Lillard against George. Paul George with the steal. The finish. And George with the stuff.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Lillard outside. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Shooting foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Lillard, the pass to Cannon. Back to Lillard. Count it!
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McCollum against George. Back to Jackson. Just 2 to shoot. Kicks it out to Leonard from deep. No good on the shot. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for Dallas, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now, here's Doncic. Rebound by Nurkic. Powell, no one around him. Can't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Richardson attacking. To the paint. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Powell. And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And here's McCollum for 3. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And here's Doncic from the arc.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold. What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Now Lillard. Pass to Kanter. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now, here's Doncic. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Back to Powell. Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. The shot comes out. Now Portland takes it the other way. It's McCollum on the wing. Good on the 3-point shot.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's good for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 5. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Come to me, come to me.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Nice D from Porzingis.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Passes to McCollum. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Doncic outside, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Kanter. Anthony comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Doncic outside. Kicks it out to Richardson. Traps in the tray. 5 points in the game.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Powell for 3. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Shoots. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. It's a tie ball game.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Pass to Simons. Goes up to the stripe. Giles. That will count. It's a tie game in Dallas, and we'll return shortly. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together, staying with it.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Giles in its center. Brunson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's McCollum. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And there's the pass to Cauley Stein. He kicks it to Powell. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You love how Powell goes to work on the block, muscles his way to establish himself and deliver.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Burke, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Giles. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Cauley Stein in the post, covered by Anthony. Powell with the steal. Dallas moving it around. Taken away by Anthony. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And the 3-ball is good. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
You know, probably could have gone strong to the hoop, but with the D out of position on the break, I like his decision to take the 3.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Now here's Brunson. Back to Cauley Stein. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 5. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lots of room. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. Burke with it. Now Anthony defending. And it's good. 2 points. Burke's got his first points in this one. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Lillard against Brunson. Lillard attacking. Shot clock at 5. It's on target from the high post.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Runs in the pass to Burke. Lets it go from deep. Portland grabs the miss. The shot by Lillard, wide open. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And now it's an 8-point Portland lead. Dallas has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Burke finds Brunson. Anthony on the double team. Pass to Burke for the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 8. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
The Mavericks shooting around 41% on the night.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Cauley Stein passes to Hardaway. On the wing, Hardaway. To stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Here's Lillard. He's got 9. And Lillard throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Cauley Stein kicks to Powell. Over Anthony. Nurkic with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. That one good for 2. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
Boy, how pretty is that at 7'3"? Kristaps Porzingis knows he can get his shot anytime he wants.
But they get it back. And 2 shots coming. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in the driver's seat up.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K. A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 18 points. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, as he gets into his 30s, can Lillard be even better than he is now?
His shooting won't go away. That's going to be consistent, correct? That's right. He's already changed his game to be a sniper. Not really a driver like he used to be. Yeah, I think he'd be great.
No, his quickness might fade, but listen, he's a crafty scorer. I could see him playing at this level for a long time.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Richardson kicks to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis, and it's in there. Porzingis has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Dallas. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Giles checked in for Nurkic, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Marjanovic. Again, the Mavericks score. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Powell for three, and there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Dallas making a switch here. Redick is checked in. The pass to Porzingis. And here is Marjanovic. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the dunk by Powell.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. So Doncic will go to the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Giles. And again, it's Portland converting.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Back to Doncic. And he lays it straight in. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Here's Simons. And the shot goes in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Doncic. It's good. Doncic has got 9.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Simons surveying the D. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Picked away. Powell with it. Now guarded by Redick. And the dunk by Powell.
Woo-hoo, the leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
Mavericks trail by 7. Doncic with it. 9 points in the game so far. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Giles. Here's Simons. Off target from outside. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Portland leading by 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simons, the pass to Giles. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giles has got 4 points this quarter.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The long-distance three is buried.
I mean, you have to chase Luka off that three-point line. This guy is capable of hurting you from there.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Trailblazers lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Lillard with it, out-defended by Cauley-Stein. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And his first shot of the game, no good. Dallas shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Cauley-Stein passes to Burke. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. Back to Burke. Passes it to Brunson. To the inside to take the lead. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's McCollum. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Pass to Powell. Now the pass to Brunson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Portland leading. Over in the corner, Lillard. Shoots over Burke. Stolen by Brunson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Dallas moving the ball around. Powell finds Brunson. Over to the left wing. Powell inside. Portland grabs the miss. Giles has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Burke. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks trail by 6. And here is Doncic. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And that one, good.
Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. He kicks it to Nurkic. Pass to McCollum. Knocks it loose. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And Doncic throws it down.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. A 3 from McCollum. Giants. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Lillard. Porzingis trying to get free. Doncic with the bucket.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Powell finds Lillard. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Lillard against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis passes it to Doncic. And the rebound by Nurkic. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. The quick look, no good that time. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night. Well, he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Now, all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. McCollum trying to get open, and the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Porter finds Jokic. He can't hit that time. Good D by Covington. And the pass to Kanter. Yep, it counts.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 4-point game. Pass to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Kanter. McCollum outside. Here's Lillard. Basket counts.
The D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving the shot.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Jokic passes to McGee. He's off on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Now, Jokic following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Jokic against Covington. And Jokic slams it in.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Lillard surveying the D. No good on the triple. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists from him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Gordon kicks to McGee. Shoots over Kanter. McGee, the pass to Jokic. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Lillard with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Back to Powell. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Portland, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. And it goes down 2 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now, here's Porter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jokic trying to free himself up. Lays it up off the glass.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Lillard, the pass to Kanter. He kicks to McCollum. Shot from 12, and he drops that one in.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
There's 53 seconds left in the first. Porter against McCollum. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lillard from outside. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Denver in the lead. lobs it up, and it's McGee with the jam.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard attacking, and that one is good. Lillard's got 6.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, no question. It takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
Covington with the steal. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Denver on top, leading by just 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. Here's Harrison, defended by Jones. Denver passing it around. Passes it to Najee. And Denver has possession. Feeds it to Bull. Nurkic with the steal.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route. When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Najee passes to Bull. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Najee's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The pass to Jones. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And Portland making a change here. Covington's checked in.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Harrison passes to Bull. Back to Harrison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing by 2.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
That one drops for him. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Now here's Covington. Pass to Simons. Back to Covington. Lets it go with a 3. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 4. Down low. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Jones. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Portland again missing. Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Bol, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 8-point Denver lead.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Pass to Powell to end the run. Nailed from three-point land. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Najee passes to Millsap. They kick it out to Green. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. From 7, Bol. And he banks in the layup. Bol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
.59 seconds left to play in the first half.
Cooling off a bit after a nice first quarter.
Millsap passes to Najee. And it's Portland with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Cantor, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents. And I think his teammates like that.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And that one's good by Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Morris against Lillard. Out to Anthony. Passes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Over Morris. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Shoots off the step back, and the last second attempt does not go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Gordon, and it's Porter at the 2-guard spot.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard against Morris. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
There's the triple. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
And you look at Robert Covington, first-team All-Defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here is McGee following the basket by C.J. McCollum.
An effective combo guard. Rivers has a good sense for when to shoot and when to dish it.
For Denver, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
And it's McCollum in the corner. There's the 3. Jones finds Canner. Back to Jones. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Trailblazers trail by 14. Outside, Jones. To stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Jones has got his second basket.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Out to Morris. Outside, Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Rivers passes to McGee. He gets that one. McGee's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Here's McCollum over Rivers. McCollum no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for JaVale McGee. JaMychal Green comes in for Jokic. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Morris. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Now the pass to Harrison. Here's Najee, defended by Jones. Najee, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Kicks to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Nurkic the pass to Jones. Lillard outside. Over Millsap. Outside Anthony. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 14 seconds left in the third. At the elbow, Bowl. With 2 seconds left. And he lays it up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
And at 7-2, Bowl has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And so it's Denver in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. Here's Harrison. Pass to Millsap. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Morris after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Jokic kicks to Morris. Porter looking it over. Shot clock at 6. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. They get it back. Inside, Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. McCollum passes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Lillard with it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Dennis Cantor's checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. The Nuggets leading by 15. Now Morris. Jokic trying to free himself up. Now the dish to McGee. And here's Morris for 3. Rebounded by McCollum. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
And they pick up 2. McGee's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It's huge when McGee has games like this. It's great watching him be so assertive on the offensive end.
Now here's Powell. And here's McCollum for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
I see him.
Lillard against Morris. And McGee kicks to Jokic. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard attacking. Outside Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 9 points for C.J. McCollum. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Morris passes to Jokic. Back to Morris. Now, here's Jokic. The 3. Tips it up. And another shot. Covington with the steal. Here's McCollum. Got a piece of it.
Now with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nuggets.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for JaVale McGee.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Shaquille Harris comes in for Monte Morris. From past the arc. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 16. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
Here's Simons. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six on the shot clock. Fires for three, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
A little too aggressive. You appreciate the hustle, but you want to be smart about it.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 17. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.